He's easy to get to know. He's easy to find. It's easy to hear his voice, and it's easy to feel his presence. I'm going to take all the spook out of it. 10 easy ways to get to know him. Just move towards him. It says that if we knock, it's open. If we seek, we find. If we ask, we receive. It's that easy. Talk to him. Tell him you want more of him. He'll knock you over with who he is. Pray. Read your Bible. Spend time with him. Worship. Do a minute more than you did yesterday. Now I'm going to talk about the 95-5. I'm going to talk about how much he moves in our life, how easy it is to find him. See, we do our 5%. See, in my weakness, he's made strong. So he totally knows who we are. He totally knows our strength and our weaknesses. He totally knows that maybe we're more aware of the physical than the supernatural, although the supernatural is much more stronger than the natural. So this is my 5-95. He does 95. All he asks is our little 5%. He's so magnificent. And if you seek him, you're going to find him. And if you ask, you're going to receive him. And if you knock, he's going to open. And then it goes on and says this marvelous stuff in Matthew 7, this magnificent stuff. And I studied it, and I studied the word abide, and we could go into all that, and it's magnificent, but I just want to stick with this thing. He says, if you're a good father, it's a wonderful analogy, because all of us have tried so hard to be a good mom and a good dad. It's the thing we've tried hardest at. It's the thing that's always the most important to us. See, and that's exactly how he feels. He's the best father in the whole universe, and we're his most important treasure, his sons, his daughters. And all he wants is the very best for us. And he's going to do everything he can to make sure that we have everything that we need and some of our wants. He's so good. So it goes on to say, if you're a good mom or you're a good dad in the natural, and your child asks you for something, what would you do to supply that? If your child needs a coat, they're going to get a coat and you're not. Your child needs a pair of gloves. They're going to get gloves, but maybe you won't. If you only have so much food in the fridge and you know your baby's going to be hungry that day, who's going to be fed? Of course, the child. And you're going to go without. See, but he's a perfect father. It was a wonderful analogy. It's about love. It's about tenderness. It's about wholeness. And this is what he says. Even if you're not perfect, and believe you me, I'm never perfect, but even in our imperfection, he just loves us. He just wants us. He's got to have us. When we don't want to spend time with him, he misses us. Man, I sit out here and all I want is for my grandchild that I've raised to spend time with me. Every day I orchestrate that 10 minutes she might give me, or that 15 minutes. Man, I'm ready to spend money to get that little bit of time. I'm ready to do whatever she wants to do, even if I don't want to do it. I'm ready to talk about what she wants to talk about, even if it's not really that much of a concern for me. All I want is her. Man, and I'm ready to give everything I have for those little bit of time, for that little moment, for that little love. Whatever she's willing to give me. That's who he is. Man, he just wants you. Whatever way you come. You don't have to be perfect. You can be mad. You can be sad. You can be in addiction. He doesn't care. He knows us. He just wants you. And he'll do anything to have you. See, it's 95-5. All we got to do is attempt to find him. Boom! 95%. He gives it all. Just so he can have you. That's your value. That's how much you're worth. That's how much he cares. He's going to give everything he has just to have